Hello everyone, my name is Shuwen, and today I'm excited to present our work titled Reading Together, a case study of a collaborative reading system in classroom teaching. Well, literacy skill is fundamental and essential for 21st century readers, and collaborative reading is an effective learning paradigm for cultivating such skills. Moreover, the social annotation has been an effective way to engage learners in collaborative reading, and there are several social annotation tools, such as hypothesis and parcel. However, studies have seldom considered the influence of individual annotations on collaborative learning, so we developed a collaborative reading system with annotation and group discussion. At the meantime, we redesigned the social annotation activity into a four-step learning mode. The four steps are individual preparation, group reflection, intro construction, and summarization. Then, we hope to explore how does the collaborative reading system with annotation and group discussion influence learners' learning performance in reading courses. Specifically, we aim to know the roles of different granularities of learning feedback and peers annotations in learners' learning performance. Furthermore, because pre-trained language models have performed well in many test classification tasks, such as BERT and GPT, we also aimed to examine if BERT will perform better in classifying reading annotations than traditional machine learning models. In the design phase, we investigated the essential functions of several social annotation systems and co-designed with an expert teacher. We used two frameworks to develop the front end and the back end of this system. Furthermore, we followed the principles of human-computer interaction. Next, we will introduce two main functions: reading annotation and group discussion. After the teacher posts learning tasks, learners can read the materials and make annotations. There are two optional buttons in the reading interface: private and visible to my group, as shown in this figure. When learners choose the private button, they can only see their own annotations. When learners choose the visible to my group button, both the students themselves and their group members can see the annotations. In the group discussion panel, teacher can share the link of learning feedback. Then learners can click on the link to see the learning feedback on the group's performance. In addition, the teacher can launch group discussion tasks, and learners can discuss with their teammates in a group. During this phase, the teacher can enter any group discussion phase and give real-time interventions. We conducted three quasi-experiments based on the paradigm of design-based research. In Study 1, as we aim to know the impact of individual annotation on collaborative learning, we did not design any interventions, and the learning activities were the same for all learners. In Study 2, to explore how different granularities of the learning feedback influence learners' learning, we randomly selected one class as the experimental class with detailed learning feedback, and the other class as a control class with brief learning feedback. In Study 3, to investigate whether peers' annotations positively affected subsequent learning, we changed the front end of our system and retained only one button. Learners in the experimental class could see their peers' annotations, whereas learners in the control class could not see their peers' annotations. Before the experiment, learners formed groups and learned how to use the collaborative annotation system. During the experiment, learners needed to go through the individual preparation, group reflection, intro construction, and summarization. After the class, all learners completed questionnaires. In Study 1 and Study 2, the questionnaires were about perceived usefulness. In Study 3, we asked learners perceived usefulness, intention to use, and perceived learning. Moreover, we asked three open response questions. To explore learners' cognitive engagement during reading annotation, we developed a coding scheme to classify learners' annotations based on the ACAP framework. To explore the possibility of inventing intelligent inventions in the future, we adopted Roberta to perform our annotation classification task. We found that most learners felt the individual annotation helped them better understand the learning material and further positively influenced the collaborative process in the class. In Study 2, learners in the experimental class saw that the detailed learning feedback could help them better understand other group members' perspectives and also help them discuss better with their teammates. In Study 3, according to the results of the chi-square test, being able to see peers' annotations during reading annotation can inspire high levels of cognitive engagement. Learners in the experimental class saw that the perspectives of their peers in the group were more helpful for their understanding about the material. They would like to continue to use the annotation platform in subsequent studies. Furthermore, students still put forward some improvements for the system. For example, some learners thought other teammates' annotations were overwhelmed, and several learners considered some annotations were homogeneous and meaningless. Lastly, we utilized 5 traditional machine learning algorithms for comparison. The results show that, compared to other 5 algorithms, the accuracy of Roberta was the best. Our findings showed the individual annotation can positively influence the learner's understanding of learning materials and the following collaborative learning process. During the reading annotation, peers annotation could inspire learners more deep learning. The detailed learning feedback helps students learn about their teammates' perspectives so as to facilitate group knowledge co-construction. And pre-trained language models has been used to automatically detect learners' cognitive engagement and will be used to automatically generate feedback in the future. Based on the findings, we put forward 2 design recommendations for further study. Firstly, in the future, we can use annotation filtering mechanisms to hide low-quality comments. Secondly, we can provide automatic learning feedback and interventions to encourage learners to engage more deeply. Well, that's all. Thank you so much. If you have any question, welcome to contact us.